Notre Dame continues its homestand with a date against the explosive NC State Wolfpack. Will the Irish handle yet another offense and continue to climb over 500?
By Samaja, inside the 20, inside the 10, he's going in! Notre Dame has scored!
Go! You will be that driving force to motivate those coaches and those players to beat Southern Cal.
Notre Dame is relevant again.
The 20, the 10, fire, rocket, touchdown!
Notre Dame is number one.
It's a game of who's going to flinch first. We know that it won't be Notre Dame.
Hello again, everybody. Landon Traylor, Logan Traylor, Dylan Kearns, and John Richards. Notre Dame host NC State on Saturday afternoon, and JR will be live and in person, boots on the ground at Notre Dame Stadium. JR, cannot wait to see you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be my first full weekend on campus since, I don't know, the 90s maybe. I'm taking 3 of my kids there for the first time. They're fired up. My mom's going. My sister's going. It's a whole family affair.
Last time you went, it was a spontaneous invite from Bob, and you had to make the trip over after a football game or something with your son. So
Clemson, and we drilled them.
BYOG, Dabo.
We drilled them.
Right. Well, let's get into NC State here, gentlemen. The Wolfpack enter 4-2 on the year, a 24-17 win against East Carolina, a 35-31 win over UVA, which is holding up to be a phenomenal win. Not only to hold them score 35 points on their defense, but also put up hold them to 31 points on the offensive side of the ball. They won 34-24 at Wake after trailing that game. Hello, Logan. And then a 45-33 loss at Duke, and then their worst loss, honestly, one of the worst losses in the college football season, came at the hands at home against Virginia Tech, 23-21. A week after Virginia Tech fired their head coach. So a very poor loss there. And then they got back on track last week against Campbell, 56-10. Who the hell is Campbell? They're the Fighting Camels. The Campbell Fighting Camels is their nickname. But Logan, Dave Doran, a very respected head coach of the ACC, and he always has his Wolfpack in a competitive spot. Tremendous amount of respect for this coach.
Yeah, you definitely can't overlook him. It's a team that scores a ton of points, averaging 34 on the year. It's an offense that has weapons all over the field. Kind of like what we talked about Monday, it'll be interesting to see how our defense builds off of last week, which is probably their best performance of the year. And, we got our hands full. And I think that obviously when you come to Notre Dame Stadium, just like everybody says, like we're going to get their best shot. It's another situation where they're the best. We're the better team on paper, but hopefully we can put 4 quarters together, especially defensively this Saturday.
Absolutely going to need it because, in my opinion, they're a lot better on offense than Boise State was statistically as well. So looking forward to seeing how our defense matches up with their offense. Dylan, you know NC State. One of the games I went to with you was NC State back in 2017. It was cold. It was rainy. Weather's going to be a little bit different this time around, but they were a top 15 team, and they always bring a test and are ready to go when they play these types of teams.
Yeah, I was about to bring up that game. It was Nyheim Hines was the running back, of course, the shifty guy. He's just got signed to a practice.
What about Chubb?
Yeah, Bradley Chubb on the other side. So, I mean, they've turned some big names over the years. And you mentioned their offense. That's definitely catching our eyes. But, I mean, they also have a bad loss and another loss on their schedule that you don't really know which team's going to show up. But you do know they're going to score points, and that's something they've done all year, and that's something our defense has struggled with until the last couple of weeks. I'd say the Notre Dame defense, I would say they turned a corner, probably that rain delay at Purdue. That being said, the NC State offense, I think, can definitely they got certain ways they get balls to players, and there's something that the scheme has to work. For the Notre Dame defense to make sure you get some stops because they can put up some points. That's my main point here is that NC State offense is solid. Notre Dame's defense is going to be challenged more than they have been in the last couple of weeks. and let's hope they're up to the test.
I see a lot of people say Dave Doran is on the hot seat. Who else is going to come into NC State and win like he has? I mean, he has always had the Wolfpack for as long as I can remember him being there in a spot to at least compete for an ACC title or get to an ACC title. JR maybe can attest to that, but NC State, they have really been a, consistency throughout my lifetime. Yours?
Yeah, proud traditionally. I think Doran has done a great job there. And
Absolutely.
every time you've always kind of heard his name associated on kind of a longer list anytime the Notre Dame job hints at maybe opening. Um, I think he's done really well there. Yeah, great, no, but look what he's surrounded by in that conference just regionally. Recruiting can't be easy. His consistency has been great. He's like you guys have mentioned, he's turned out a lot of quality NFL players. So we have our hands full. That game you guys went to, that was a kind of a critical game, a big game in that part of the season. And here we are again. The main thing for me this game is I need to see all three phases play a full 60 minutes. We have not seen that yet. We're almost halfway through the season. I want to see a good game, complimentary all the way through, where we can come out and say, man, that's the full product on display.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice to recap a game that we say all three phases of the ball game were on display in the game? Nonetheless, as I cannot believe we are entering game number 6 already. It seems like yesterday we were all sitting here previewing A&M, but nonetheless, the Wolfpack, as Logan mentioned, averaged 34 points per game. 282 pass yards a game, 5 interceptions on the season, 165 rush yards. And another thing that I think stood out to me, at least, was they are -4 in the turnover ratio. We'll get to that when we talk about their defense. But their quarterback, CJ Bailey, 1,660 yards with 13 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He is 15th in the country at QBR, though, so he's a pretty damn accurate quarterback. Their running back, love the name, Hollywood Smothers, 693 yards and 5 touchdowns. And their wide receiver one, Terrell Anderson, 388 yards and 3 touchdowns. I like their tight end as well. I've been watching some NC State games. They really utilize him down to the red zone. 256 yards and 3 touchdowns for Justin Jolie. So watch out for the tight end, the wide receiver one. Now, we talk about their defense. Meh. They're not terrible, but they're also not good. I would not even say they're good, but they're not awful. 25 points per game, 243 pass yards per game, 132 rush yards a game, and they only have 3 takeaways on the year. So, Dylan, they're kind of a up and down roller coaster. You see the 3-0 start, they're playing good, the offense is clicking, and then all of a sudden they run into Duke, and then it's just like, oh, what the hell happened?
Yeah, I mean, this is a team, like I mentioned not too long ago, about just you don't know who's going to show up. And an environment like Notre Dame, this is a game where they feel they could probably save their season with a win here. You wrap up a win against Notre Dame, you got a win against Virginia. I mean, after that, it gets a little bit easy for them. I'd say going forward, they don't really have much. They got Pitt, they got Tech. I mean, I guess that's
Miami?
something. Yeah, Miami later in the year it gets that way. But I'm saying this win right now in this point of the season can really turn the tide in their beliefs and what they are as a program. So they're not going to slouch coming in here. This is a game that I think they could definitely, make some noise. Maybe this is close at halftime. It shouldn't be. But this is a game that you just never know what you're going to get from. So you mentioned they're up and down, typically down defense, but the offense is good. It just comes down to can Notre Dame play a complete game? That's it.
Right, absolutely. We saw Boise State. They struggled away from the Smurf field. Boise or NC State's one road game at Duke, which it's not nothing special there. They lost and they did not perform well at all in that ball game. So JR, another road game for a team whose season is on the line. A win could turn them around, be right back in the mix because they are still in the running, quite frankly, for an ACC title.
Yeah, but this is a tough game for them. You
Yes.
know, yeah, we got some of our problems and holes, but we got Lewis Moore back. I like the athleticism of specifically our linebackers. We should match up with this team, and it's 21-point spread. Yeah, they're a nice story and all, and they're a consistent football team, but let's put the belt where it belongs this game.
I like that. I like that. But Logan, back to you real quick. You look at them offensively, they're putting up good numbers. Defensively, they're not putting up great numbers. But the thing that gets me, they have, as I mentioned, they have a respectable head coach. You've played a lot of respectable head coaches. What's the mindset of Marcus Freeman going into this ball game at home, backs a little against the wall still for the Irish? What's the mindset playing a respectable coach like Coach Dorn?
Yeah, you just got to make sure you're, preparing at a high level and you have your team ready to go. I think that last week you were able to kind of get cute offensively with Boise State, and they didn't have. I mean, I know our defense played well, but yeah, I thought Boise State's offense was pretty underwhelming. But so NC State, on the other hand, if you get cute with them, they're a team that can go down the field and score if you're not careful and make this a game that it shouldn't be. So I think that those are the things that you're looking at and evaluating and trying to prepare for. And, I think that, you want to go into this game and kind of similar to JR, you want to get on them right away. And you got to win that first quarter. And I think that you need to start fast. And I think Marcus talked about it Monday. It's just like we got to, clean up a lot on both sides of the ball. But once those things are cleaned up, we'll like the outcome. So that'll be interesting. I think, as JR said, we're getting healthier as the weeks, kind of as we're kind of in mid-season form now, which is a good thing. CJ Carr is going into his sixth game. So I think that, a lot of young guys have have that experience now, and going into this situation, it's new for a lot of them. It'll be, fun to see how they respond to it.
No doubt about it. JR, we'll move along here to the keys to the ball game on Saturday afternoon. Hopefully, you're going to see a good one.
Yeah, I can't wait to get up there. I don't know if I'm more excited to be there for the whole weekend or I'm more excited for my kids. Um, three keys, nothing crazy here. Again, I don't put much thought into this. So, um, really just, I want to see all three phases clicking at a high, competitive, productive level. I want clean football, mistake free, no penalties, quick start, sound decision making. Nothing out of the ordinary this week, guys. This should be standard operating procedures. I will. Maybe are we getting healthy? I don't really know that we are. Key guys are getting healthy, but Greathouse is still out, correct?
Yes, he's
He,
listed on the
he
depth
made,
chart, but he did not play. I did not see him even on the sideline, so
yeah.
he usually is.
Devontae, he's looks like he's going to be out again,
Yeah,
right? So,
right.
you know, I don't really have anything groundbreaking there on your three
Yeah,
keys,
yeah,
but three
riveting stuff
phases. I'll
there.
go three keys, three phases, all three phases.
Yeah, there you go. Riveting stuff there, JR.
There you go. Yeah.
Logan, three keys or three phases to the game or whatever.
Just continuing to find that consistent pressure defensively. I think if we pressure Bailey and try to make him make a play or put him in a position to make a play, I'd feel comfortable with that. Kind of the generic one is we got to win the turnover battle, in which we've done, mostly this year's, take care of the ball offensively, but also force turnovers defensively. I think that's going to be super important. My third one is, converting the passing game. CJ missed a couple throws last week. He's, back to back weeks, really. There's a couple balls that he should have our receivers either should have caught or the ball came out late, just to see if that timing has improved a little bit, and being able to convert throwing the ball downfield, I think would be a big one for me, because I think that's going to be a crucial part of our offense moving forward, especially if we want to compete at a high level. So
Mm-hmm.
I think those are my three.
Great stuff. Dylan, three keys to the game.
Yeah. With me, it comes down. I want to start fast. I know we've scored in every single quarter since the fourth quarter against Purdue. So we've had points in every single quarter since then. I think like it was a slow starting game. Like I said, played with your food. I said in our last episode, that Notre Dame did last week. I don't want that. I want to go out, pedal down. So number one key is start fast, get ahead, control tempo, control the game. Number two, kick the damn football, figure out the PAT situation, figure out the kicker, figure out anything else, because that's going to cost you later in the year. I said it last year when we had a health problem with Jeter, who ended up turning into a great kicker down the stretch. Obviously, the transfer. That being said, the third key brings up the third key again, sort of piggybacking off of Logan, the defense, but it's forcing turnovers, not necessarily the pressure. I think the pressure will come, but sometimes that creates turnovers. They had 4 interceptions last week. I think that's something you can get. This NC State team isn't afraid to throw the football, not too afraid of anything they do there. So, I mean, scheme something up, figure out a way to get an interception, get some turnovers, and keep that throttle down. Let's pound some Wolfpack ass.
Yeah, as I mentioned, they are -4 in the turnover ratio. They don't get a lot of turn takeaways, and they give the ball away quite often. My three keys are make CJ Bailey beat us. I'm not worried about anybody beating us in the run game at all. I think our run defense has proven to be among the best, but make CJ Bailey beat us. If we're going to lose this game, I want it to be because their quarterback is having a hell of a game. Keep the swagger going is my second one. We've seen the energy, we've seen the effort, we've seen the mojo back in the defense the last couple of weeks. Keep that going. And lastly, I'd like to see a little bit more time for CJ Carr in the pocket. There was a couple times against Boise State where he was having to roll out and make those types of throws that he missed. He was phenomenal in hitting some of them, though. But give him a little bit more time to dance around in there. So those are my three keys to the ball game on Saturday afternoon. This series is tied at 2. First ever meeting was an unscheduled meeting in the 2003 Gator Bowl. It was a 28-6 victory for NC State. Whooped our ass down in Florida. And then in 2016, the first ever scheduled meeting between the two came in Hurricane Matthew. It was one of the very few games that did not get canceled on the coast that day. It was a 10-3 victory for NC State on a blocked punt. The game was a blocked punt touchdown. That's also when Brian Kelly decided to throw the ball 30 plus times in a hurricane. Nonetheless, in 2017, the Irish would get them at home 35-14 and against a top 14 Wolfpack squad. And then in 2023, on the road, once again, NC State would fall 45-24. And another weird weather delay. So every time we've gone there, it's been weird. Every time they've come here, it's been either cold, rainy, or, like we're about to see, it is going to be 69 degrees and sunny and a little bit hot. So, with that being said, stage is set. We will move on to week 7 picks, as we always do. The Brian Koberger prison inmate game of the week. Folks, we got a doozy. UMass at Kent State. Can't read, can't write, Kent State. 2:30 p.m. on ESPN Plus.
Who are we going? Logan first?
Yeah, always. Because he loves these.
No. Line.
2.5 Kent State.
Give me Kent State.
Wow.
Wow, Kent State is favored in a game. That is wild. I just went by the stadium yesterday. It's a nice little spot. Give me can't read, can't write.
Gosh, I'm just looking at these stats from these quarterbacks. Lord have mercy. UMass quarterback is 29-61 on the year with 1 touchdown and 2 picks.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'll take the Golden Flashes.
Yeah, I'm going can't read, can't write. Give me Kent State. The non-ranked slate don't have many. We actually just have one in the non-ranked slate this weekend, and it is Nebraska at Maryland, a pivotal game for both of these squads. 3:30 p.m. on Saturday on the Big Ten Network. It is Nebraska minus 6.5. Maryland had a chance to be 5-0, but blew a 20-0 lead against Washington.
Give me Nebraska.
Yeah, I'll take Nebraska too.
Yeah, I don't think this one's hard. 6.5 on the road's hard to get. You get some alone with the damn crowd noise. So go ahead and give me the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah, I'm going with Nebraska this one as well. I think Maryland's going to free fall here. I mean, they had a 20-0 lead over Washington, ended up losing 24-20. All right, now into the main slate. Number 24, South Florida at North Texas, Friday night, 7:30 p.m. on ESPN2. Folks are calling this the game that's going to decide the group of five representative in the college football playoff. Excited for this one on Friday night.
Disrespect to Navy. I'm going to take North Texas at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit.
Darn it.
Oh, puts me in a precarious situation. Do I take the Bulls? Nah, actually, no, I'm going to get the game right. I'm going to take North Texas.
Yeah, I'm going to keep the Mean Green undefeated here, moving along in the American. Disrespect to Navy, yeah, obviously they are a good team and they are undefeated as well, but folks are really calling this the elimination game in the American for the college football playoff. So it's getting some attention there. Hopefully the midshipmen can take care of business until we play them. But I'm going with the Mean Green to remain undefeated. Number 1, Ohio State at number 17, Illinois, 12 p.m. on Fox.
OSU.
Wow. Well, I got Illinois.
Wow.
Are you
I got
serious?
I got Illinois in the upset here at home.
Ohio State hadn't given up more than 9 points all year.
Don't give up more than 9 here. Give me Illinois. Give me
That's
Illinois. I'm
moronic
taking Illinois.
Thanks for the win, Landon.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. I'm dead last. I gotta get out of the bunker somehow. It starts now, like a cigarette. Starts with 1. Number 8, Alabama at number 14, Missouri, 12 p.m. on ABC. Tricky spot here for JR. He loves the drink.
This is a tricky spot for Bama.
Place is gonna be rocking. I don't know how much Missouri holds, but
Yeah, I don't care, Bama.
Nooner, Mizzou.
Boo.
Man, what did Alabama do last week? Oh, the Vanderbilt win.
Yeah.
You know what? This is tough. This is
That's
tough because
brutal.
they just played Georgia on the road, home to Vanderbilt. They had to be prepared physical. Now you're going on the road to Missouri. Drink it up, boys. Let's go, Coach Drink.
little Canadian accent there. Drink it up, boys. We're going Coach Drink at home.
Yeah.
I'm going
Get your Timmy
Alabama.
hose.
I'm going Alabama on the road. I'll tell Logan here. I think Alabama's a better team, unfortunately. Ugh. Here we go. Pitt at number 25, Florida State, 12 p.m. on ESPN. Do the Seminoles bounce back, or can Pittsburgh save their season in a way?
No.
Okay.
Florida State.
Who did Pitt throttle last week? BC.
BC.
Right?
BC.
Florida State. They've come. I'm gonna take free shoe you here. Uncle Pat's gonna give him a game though.
Yeah, I'll take the Seminoles.
I'm going Florida State as well. It'd be nice if Pitt could figure their shit out to make our win against them look a little better later in the year. Here's the head nod. Washington State at number 4, Ole Miss, 12:45 on the SEC network. Ole Miss going to be 6-0. When's the last time that happened? Number 7, Indiana at number 3, Oregon, 3:30 on CBS. Dylan, quit nodding your head like David Long.
This line
Oh,
opened up at 13.5, and it's now 7.5. That's so weird. I have Oregon big at home,
Oregon big, huh?
21. Unfortunately.
I'm going, but I ain't saying big. Hoosiers are going to be in this game.
Ooh.
yeah, these Ducks are just going to be, I think they're better than they are last year.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Oregon by 1,000,000. Get out of here, Signetti.
Yeah, listen, Sig can win some games. He can. He proved it against Illinois at home, but when he goes on the road to a top 5 environment with over 50,000 fans, he gets his ass kicked. Google that. Google that, Google boy. Give me Oregon by 21 plus. Gonna kick his ass. Google that. Google that.
The only two losses he has are to
Ohio State does.
and quite honestly, they gave Notre Dame a better game than just about anybody that they saw in the playoffs. I mean, they played them tighter. That was the best playoff game the first week.
It was 27-3 entering the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we had a bunch of dipshits in.
Yeah. Okay. Look at the rest of the scores that week too.
All right.
And then we're clamoring over the North Texas thing. That game, whoever wins that game on Friday night is going to get their ass kicked anyway. I don't know what the big deal is about
Indiana football. Indiana football has been in position for a national championship 2 years in a row, and the guy's getting his ass kicked. Okay. Okay. All right.
Rad's pissed.
Do you want to have this conversation?
It's 16-2
okay.
in Indiana.
Okay. Would you like to have this conversation? He got his ass beat at Ohio State. He got his ass beat at Notre Dame. You know, if you want to talk all that smack, you better be ready to go when you play a real team. Congrats. You could beat Nebraska. You can beat Illinois. I gave him his respect. He beat a top 10 team. Awesome.
Ass beat. They were kind of in that game in the fourth quarter there.
What game?
The ND game. He made that
hell no.
Go for it. He made that decision to go for it early in the fourth
JR. Quarter. Oh, gosh.
To say the guy getting his ass beat when he's losing to Notre Dame and Ohio State
by
the
24
two participants in the national championship game, that's a bit of a stretch.
But he got his ass kicked.
A bit of a stretch. Well, so's everybody else.
Wasn't the Ohio State game competitive?
It was very close.
Yeah, going into half, and they got that kick blocked. They got the punt blocked.
Yeah,
115. I mean, whatever.
Getting his ass kicked. That's. I mean, he's in Indiana.
Okay, but if you're gonna talk all this stuff about Indiana, you can't use that excuse that it's Indiana anymore. If you're gonna talk like Indiana's a big boy, you can't be talking about it's Indiana.
Well,
it's Indiana.
They're a big boy. They're ranked 7th right now. They're a big boy.
Okay, then don't use the excuse that it's Indiana.
I'm not using the excuse.
Well, you're saying it's Indiana.
The reality of it. He's been in Indiana for 2 years, not even 2 years.
All right, this isn't a Google session. Give me Oregon. Numbers.
Oregon.
He's 16-2 and at Indiana.
And another top 5 road loss that he's going to lose by double digits. Yep. Congrats, JR. Sig it up. Sig it up, baby.
Wouldn't that be an awful loss?
Yeah, sig it up, baby. By double digits.
Sponsored by Google Teams.
By double digits, yes, it would be. Number 6, Oklahoma versus Texas, 3:30 on ABC.
Oklahoma.
What is it? Like a touchdown?
Yeah. Sorry, I put my phone away. I was paying attention to you guys.
1.5, Texas.
Oh, little parlay.
Texas can't run the ball. Give me Oklahoma.
Yeah, mobile Homa.
Got Oklahoma in this one as well. That line scares me though. Time to have a conversation about Sark though. Damn, him and James Franklin might be best buds. Virginia Tech at number 13, Georgia Tech 3:30 on the ACC network. Ramblin' Wreck continues their undefeated season. Number 22, Iowa State at Colorado 3:30 on ESPN.
This is only 2.5.
Yeah, and you saw how Iowa State played last week on the road.
That was the shadiest line of the week.
Ugh. Iowa State.
Yeah, I'll take Iowa State too.
Give me the Cyclones.
Oh,
Why is
man.
this on ESPN? We're on the damn cock. I don't believe it.
The home game there, Frenchie. Give me Iowa State. Arkansas at number 12, Tennessee, 4:15 the SEC Network. First game under what's his face, Petrino. Any upsets here, or can we move on?
I can't believe this is only 11 and a half.
Yeah.
All right. Florida. Hey, I'll tell you what. A&M better watch out on this one. They better come prepared. Florida at number 5, Texas A&M, 7 o'clock on ESPN. Billy Napier in the spot where his ass is on the line is one of the best coaches in the country.
No kidding.
A&M.
A&M.
They still running Lagway out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to throw like 4 picks in that environment. Give me A&M.
Yeah, I got A&M. Would not be surprised if Florida covers the 7.5. Kansas at number 9, Texas Tech, 7:30 on Fox. Man, Kansas back to their losing ways of football. It was a good run. Number 10, Georgia at Auburn, 7:30 on ABC at Jordan Hare.
Georgia. Georgia.
Man, it's only 3.5.
Give me Auburn.
I'm Georgia.
These lines are weird this week. I don't like it.
I got Georgia in this one. Close, though. I think it's close. Number 15, Michigan at USC, 7:30 p.m. on NBC.
Ooh.
Notre Dame fans, hell.
Neither. USC. Sorry.
Um,
You guys got me fired up this morning.
Give me Michigan.
Oh,
I will also be taking the Walmart Wolverines.
Hey, another thing we forgot to mention is there any chance that we are, because you see what's next, right, on our schedule? Yeah. Okay.
Look ahead.
Just putting that out there. I like USC to knock off Michigan, jump into the rankings, and come into South Bend as a top 20 opponent. Give me the USC Trojans over the Michigan Wolverines. South Carolina at number 11, LSU, 7:45 on the SEC Network. Oh, man.
LSU.
LSU.
Ah, gosh, I want to take cocky.
What do you got to lose?
This is something that they could go down there and get this one.
Yeah,
It's weird. I don't know why, but it's weird.
I will take the Gamecocks.
All
Oh,
right. I like it. I like it. Give me LSU at home, though, in Death Valley. Number 18, BYU at Arizona. Pivotal game of the Big 12, 8 p.m. on ESPN2.
Mormons.
Basic pick 'em.
Mormons.
Give me BYU.
I like them older. Give me the Cougars.
That's a different one. Give me BYU. Number 21, Arizona State at Utah, 10:15 on ESPN.
Utah get 5.5. Wow.
It's that
Give me,
environment.
yeah, give me the Utes at home.
Utah at home.
Yeah, but I'll also be banging on the Utes.
Are you kidding me? I thought I was onto something. I do my picks on Tuesday mornings. I thought I was onto something here. Give me Utah at home at night. NC State at number 16, Notre Dame, 3:30 p.m. on Peacock.
I'm going to go Notre Dame. And we're going to go 38-17.
Oh man, that means we got to kick a field goal. Ugh.
Stretch it out, Rendell.
Huh?
All right.
Okay. Probably better. I know he'd probably be better at kicking than the fucker we got now.
Irish 42-16.
Ooh.
Now let me ask you something, JR. You said last week nothing but 100% effort like 88. Is that 100% effort?
Yeah, I would say that's a good outcome. Yeah.
You'd be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want you leaving mad and coming back to the tailgate all fire everyone. We fucking suck.
No, that's not gonna happen. No,
All right.
no.
All right.
Listen, I was comfortable since the end of that Purdue
Purdue
game
game, yeah.
forward. I told you guys I wasn't worried about Arkansas. You guys all had your panties in a bunch for that one. Fred's all fired up today. You know, he's picking Illinois to beat Ohio State, but Cignetti drills Illinois by 60, and he's somehow awful. So I don't know what's going on over there. But I'm content at 42-16.
Awesome. Dylan?
That's a great take, JR. I'm going to go ahead and take the Irish huge here. Big statement win, 51-0.
Holy shnikes.
You could say it. I mean, this episode's jacked anyway. Holy shit. I got Notre Dame in this one 42-14 in a blowout win. I think some garbage time, or don't use that word to Marcus Freeman, but garbage time touchdowns for NC State gets them on the board in the fourth quarter. So it's a shutout heading into the fourth. With that being said, we will have some content for you on Saturday, perhaps some pictures of us three. Dylan, get your ass to Notre Dame.
Logan, are you going?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Just for you, Frenchie. Just for you.
Who else?
Just me.
Abby.
Oh, yeah.
Work
Gonna take
it.
Abby out on the town.
Work it. All right, folks, we will see you on Monday. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We will see you Monday. Go Irish.